Pyare Sadhguru Ji, Satsang Ji, dear friends. There is a popular saying in Punjabi. It goes something like this. Bure naal sab karan burai, maaf karnge kei syane. So I'll just translate that. So if someone treats me badly, then the way of the world is I do the same. I offer the same to that person. An eye for an eye. The second line offers an alternative, and it says, the wise will forgive. Now there is a third line to this. Buriyan naal ve neki karni, e Guru Nanak jane. So in the house of Nanak, even if someone deals us unfairly, how do we deal with them? We return it with kindness. We're able to transform base iron into gold through the teachings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. How can this be done? Because our normal reaction when someone offends us, hurts us, is to respond in the same way. So how can we forgive and actually give kindness? So this is the question I'm going to address. And I'm going to draw upon two discourses Sadhguru Ji gave earlier this year, one in Hyderabad and one in Bangkok, Thailand. So Sadhguru Ji asked the question, is what is behind spirituality? Where does it come from? And there is a line from the Japji Sahib of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, which says, Tol Dharm Daya Ka Poot. So dharma or spirituality, it comes from daya or compassion. Daya is the mother that gives birth to compassion. And Sadhguru Ji in their discourse mentioned that if we see someone who is suffering and we don't feel anything for them, then forget it, mate. You're not on the path of any spirituality. You've not even taken one step on that. And this is a good reminder for me, for what I'm saying, I'm listening to as well, because I need to hear this also. So this compassion, is it just for Sikhs, or is it for all, for other human beings as well? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Ek Onkar. Everything here comes from one light. So compassion is for all human beings. Now, it's already been mentioned by Vandana, but I'm going to go over it again. Is our heart open to those beings who can't speak up for themselves? I mean animals. Can we include them in our compassion? Sadhguru Ji addressed this in their discourse in Bangkok. And they pointed out that if we could actually see how animals are caged, how they never get to see the sky outside, and then how cruelly they're killed at a young age, none of us would eat meat if we could see it. But it's hidden. And that's the cleverness of the meat industry, is that all of this is hidden from our eyes. I want to say, because most of my fellow Namdarias know this, but in Sadhguru Ram Singh Ji's time, many Sikhs gave their lives, they sacrificed their lives for animals. Sadhguru Ji also spoke about the plant-based movement and veganism. And this is one of the most compassionate things that we can do for the earth itself. Because a plant-based diet will reduce greenhouse gases, water usage, pollution, and land usage. Sadhguruji also spoke about veganism, and I want to just go there a little bit more and talk about cows and milk. And again, this is a pretty well-kept secret, but the milk industry, the dairy industry, farms cows intensively. So they are kept pregnant every year, so they continue to produce milk. They are injected with antibiotics and hormones to maximize the milk yield, and their udders become so big that they struggle to walk with them. Their rear legs are often chained together to stop them doing the splits because they are so weak as well. So this milk comes from their body, and by the time these cows are 4 or 5 years old, they are exhausted. And the farmer retires them. But it's not the sort of retirement you or I would look forward to. They are loaded up onto a truck, and then they are brutally killed as well. We know the love we feel for our offspring, and cows are similar with their calves. But when a cow gives birth to a calf, within a few days, the calves are separated from their mothers. And if it is a male calf, then that's no use to the dairy farmer. So you can guess what happens to those poor male calves. Now, I don't want to offend anyone, but I really feel compelled to point this out. But the result of drinking milk, cheese, eating cheese, yogurt, butter, is the same as eating meat. The animals are killed in a cruel manner. So, I've spoken about compassion for all beings, and now I just want to finish with compassion for ourselves. Because if you go into a GP surgery, you will find that there are many people there who struggle to live with themselves, who have difficulty sleeping, suffer from anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts. And they often turn to alcohol, drugs, porn, comfort eating. But that only gives temporary relief. So which doctor should these people go to? Where should they go to? Bhai Gurdas Ji gives the answer. He says, Satgur mera pura ved. My guru is my physician, my healer. And if I finish now on a line from Japji Sahib, from Guru Nanak Dev Ji, they give us a method on how we can find this peace. They say, Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao, dukh par har sukh kar le jaye. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, sing from your heart, listen with an open heart. Let your bosom fill with love. And what would be the result? Suffering will disappear, and you can take happiness home. I said I was going to finish, but if I just have 30 seconds more, I was delighted to meet Julian. We met in prison. He might tell you more about that. I think this comes from a Christian tradition. Love be in my mind and in my understanding. Love be in my eyes and my looking. Love be in my mouth and in my speaking. Love be in my heart and in my thinking. Love be at my end, at my departing. Love I am. Thank you for listening.